What's good, y'all? And welcome back to another episode of We Don't Sip Tea, We Drink Wine. I'm your girl, Miss JLH, and I have another dope-ass review episode for you today. Now, if you love documentaries just as much as I do, this is another documentary review. So let's get to it, shall we? Now, this documentary is called Leave No Trace. It is rated R. It did come out this year in June, and it is an hour and 48 minutes long. You can watch it on Hulu if you have Hulu. It is a Hulu original, so definitely check it out. And let's go through the synopsis real quick of what this documentary is about, okay? So Leave No Trace is a documentary that investigates a century-long cover-up as 82,000 men step forward with claims of sexual abuse, exposing the failure of the Boy Scouts of America. Now, they reached a $2.7 billion agreement over sexual abuse claims, and it's one of the largest claims in settlement history. Y'all, this documentary was beyond heartbreaking and gut-wrenching, and oh man, it fucked with me. We know sexual abuse happens to women, but quite often we know that it also happens to boys, and we just sweep it under the rug. I talked about that in my last documentary review, which is why I wanted to do this review, because this documentary is super, super important. I know that people really hold Boy Scouts of America and Girl Scouts of America in a very, very high regard, or just any long withstanding program geared towards kids. You know, we hold them in a high regard, but you really got to be careful where you sending your children. And then you also gotta pay attention to your kids, their behaviors, how they're acting. Are they acting different? Are they sleeping in longer? Do they act like they don't want to be somewhere? Are they becoming more reserved? Are they lashing out? And it sucks because even one of the parents within this documentary, they even said, we sent our kid here. We thought we trusted these people. How could we be so blind? How could we be so dumb? And it sucks. As a parent, you really think you're just doing what's best for your kid. You want the best for your kid, and you send them to this place that has been put on the highest pedestal in the land. You feel me? And then this happens. How do you even forgive yourself? How do you apologize? How do you fix something that someone broke in your child now? It's just I don't want to go too long with this documentary review because I think it honestly speaks for itself. It was very, very heartbreaking. Then you see older men recall their trauma from when they were in the Boy Scouts. And it's so crazy because this isn't a new thing. It goes back years since the creation of the Boy Scouts, it seems. And it just seems as though they just been sweeping it under the rug over and over and over again. Within the documentary, they would say that they would have camp or Boy Scout leaders who would be charged with allegations, and then they would just move the leader to another area. Nothing would happen to him. They would just move him, and then he would do the same thing over again. I just want us to get to a point where we really start taking sexual abuse cases more seriously in this country. So that they wouldn't happen so frequently. 82,000 boys being sexually assaulted. Now, can you imagine those 82,000 of men, boys, growing up to become men, and now what their life is like? Are they too abusers? You know, how did they get married? Did they find love? Are they still questioning their own sexuality? Like, there's so much wrong with that. And the fact that we don't address it more with these issues and these cases and things that happen like this it's unsettling. It's heartbreaking. But I continue to watch stuff like this just to remind myself to be aware of the signs and things that can happen. And then also just to inform myself that I'm not the only one that's like going through stuff. I mean, I think that sounds crazy too, right? Yeah, no. I just like documentaries. I'm like self-assessing why I watch these crazy documentaries about life being so sucky. Like, because I do realize I watch documentaries a lot and I love them so much. But it's like, damn, you really realize how fucked up the world is. Why am I watching this stuff and traumatizing myself? But then I just had this self-assess, like, why am I watching it? Is it to make me feel good? Is it to make me feel better about myself? No, girl, it is not. I just truly love documentaries. I like being informed. I like knowing different shit. I like knowing all kinds of stuff. It's not even to be smarter than anybody. It's just to inform myself. I just like being informed about a lot of things. And sometimes those things are uncomfortable and they suck. But then sometimes those things are beautiful and really amazing, and it makes you really appreciate life. But unfortunately, these are one of those things that really fucking suck. It should be different. And so please check out the documentary. Please don't put your kids in the Boy Scouts. If it's still around, I think it is. I don't know if they still recruiting. I really haven't looked into it. I don't have no kids, but don't put your kids in Boy Scouts. And that's that, y'all. Check it out. It's on Hulu, and we out. Peace.